As American Idol prepares to begin its 2025 season, there is already a lot of excitement about one of the contestants, Philow, who is quickly becoming a favorite among the audience. Philow, who is originally from a little town in the Midwest, has succeeded in winning over the hearts of fans on American Idol. Luke Bryan, a celebrity in the country music industry, is not an exception to this rule. Bryan, who has served as a judge on the show for a significant amount of time, has expressed his respect for Philow's talent, charisma, and the distinctive way in which he approaches music. During her recent interview, Bryan discussed Philow's path and the factors that set him apart from the other finalists in a tournament that has included a large number of exceptional individuals over the course of its history. Philow is someone who not only possesses remarkable musical talent, but also possesses a genuineness that resonates with audiences, according to Bryan, who has a keen ear for what makes a great performer. Bryan defined Philow as someone who possesses both of these qualities. When Bryan stated this, he was leaning in close and smiling. "There's something so special about Philow," he continued. "While he does have a wonderful voice, he is not just another contestant. Whenever he gives a performance, you are able to sense the honesty and depth that he presents. That is the thing that actually differentiates him from others." The journey that Philow took from his humble beginnings to become a stage performer on American Idol is nothing short of motivational. Because he was raised in a tiny town, he was always considered the underdog. He was someone whose passion for music was sometimes overlooked by others who were around him. On the other hand, it was his capacity to establish an emotional connection with his music that ultimately resulted in him submitting an audition for American Idol in the year 2025. His early performances on the show highlighted not only his technical prowess, but also his unfiltered emotional connection to the songs he chose to perform. Philow has continuously showed his profound comprehension of music, his ability to convey emotion, and his amazing stage presence, beginning with his very first audition and continuing through his most recent performances. Luke Bryan, who has been a judge on American Idol for a long time and has witnessed a great number of auditions and performances, finds Philow's ability to make a song his own to be particularly impressive. "Every song that Philow sings is obviously meaningful to him," Bryan remarked. "You can tell that for sure. Coming up with the appropriate notes is not the only thing that matters. It's also about feeling the music. Moreover, when he is performing, he is able to make you experience it as well." The trip that Philow has taken on the program has been a roller coaster of emotions, beginning with early failures and culminating in moments of pure brilliance. His perseverance is what makes his trip so interesting, despite the fact that he has, like many other contenders before him, been confronted with difficulties. In addition to receiving acclaim from the judges, he has also received applause from the audience at home for his ability to persevere in the face of challenges and continue to increase his performance. Bryan considers this to be an essential component of Philow's potential to achieve a great deal of success in the competition. Philow brings back a lot of memories of the early days of American Idol. Back then, we didn't know who would make it all the way to the finish of the competition, but we could sense that there was something truly special about them. He possesses that it factor Bryan expounded on before. The things that set him apart from others are his heart, his passion, and his persistence and tenacity. A one-of-a-kind tone and attitude. It is his voice that stands out as one of the most noteworthy characteristics of Philow's abilities. On the other hand, his distinctive vocal tone has remained the same throughout the course of the competition, despite the fact that his style has changed. Philow's ability to bring a new sound to the stage has particularly struck Bryan, who has expressed his admiration for the musician. He possesses an exceptional, gravelly tone to his voice, which works well with a wide variety of musical styles, which enables him to be extremely versatile. Philow's voice always sounds genuine and one of a kind, regardless of whether he is singing a high-energy song or a poignant ballad. The statement was made by Bryan, who stated, "I'm not going to lie. Philow has a voice that is unlike anything I've heard in a very long time. It has a distinctively scratchy quality to it, yet at the same time, it is extremely smooth. It is difficult to mimic the soulfulness that he gives to whatever he sings, and he incorporates a great deal of heart into his performances. Those are the kinds of voices that stick with you. Bryan spoke about the fact that Philow does not attempt to conform to any certain model. He has a sound that is completely unique to him, and that is one of the things that I truly admire about him. He makes no attempt to impersonate anyone else. Bryan made the observation that he is consistent with who he is, and that this is reflected in his performances. Philow's genuineness and uniqueness are what set him apart from the other competitors in a competition where a large number of competitors are attempting to impress with their technical skills or by imitating popular artists. One who is born to perform. An other aspect of Philow's performance that Bryan has admired is his stage presence in addition to his voice. Bryan pointed out that he is a performer. There are some individuals who have wonderful vocals, but they have a hard time connecting with the audience. It is not Philow. The whole shebang is in his possession. He has the ability to capture the attention of an audience, to create a sense of anticipation, and to transform a performance into an experience. It was noted by Bryan that the connection that Philow has with the audience is a significant factor that contributes to the fact that he is so engaging to watch. The stage is filled with a specific kind of energy that Philow brings with him. The energy that emanates from him is infectious, and it is almost as if you can feel his passion radiating off of him. Because of this, the crowd reacts to it, which is something that cannot be taught otherwise. In a competition such as American Idol, where participants are evaluated not just on their singing skills, but also on their stage presence, charisma, and overall performance, the ability to communicate with the audience is of the utmost importance. The fact that Philow has repeatedly shown that he is capable of captivating an audience is a quality that has the potential to carry him all the way to the conclusion of the competition. The prospects for Philow in the years to come. Bryan has a positive outlook on Philow's prospects in the competition from the perspective of the future. The statement that Bryan made was as follows: I believe that Philow has a real shot at going all the way if he continues to do what he's doing. He possesses the appropriate frame of mind, the correct attitude, and the talent to back up all of those qualities. If he is able to continue to challenge himself and develop, I believe that we are going to see the birth of a future superstar. Despite the fact that it is still early in the season, Philow has already demonstrated that he possesses the passion and determination necessary to have a successful season. Despite the fact that Bryan acknowledged that Philow's road will be fraught with difficulties, he is convinced that Philow possesses the capabilities necessary to deal with whatever challenges may be thrown his way. In his words, the path to the top is never easy, but Philow has the heart and the grit to make it, Bryan remarked. And essentially, that is the point of it all. American Idol viewers are excitedly watching Philow's journey, and it is becoming increasingly obvious that he is a rising star to keep an eye on with each new performance he gives. As the season unfolds, there is little question that Philow will continue to develop, improve his sound, and firmly establish his position in the hearts of people all around the country. During his time on American Idol, Philow will have the opportunity to learn from judges such as Luke Bryan, which will open up a world of opportunities for him. Bryan is eager to see out where Philow's trip would take him, and he is excited about it. Bryan remarked that it has been quite remarkable to observe Philow's development so far on this stage. It is my firm conviction that we are witnessing the beginning of something absolutely remarkable. This individual has a promising future ahead of him, and I can't wait to watch how far he goes in his career.